Hi guys, it's Shani, and as you've seen below, this is another tag video. This is the throwback tag. As with all my tag videos, I just want to say I tag all of you guys. You can leave us a video response, just comment. The questions to this tag will be down below. And just another little fun way to get to know me, get to know a little bit more about my personality, my history, those kind of things. I don't know why I did this. Hope you like it. So if I'm looking away, it's just because I'm going to be looking at the questions, but I'll try and talk to you guys as well. So, question 1. What year were you born? I was born in 1990. I'm a 90s kid. Awesome, hey. Yeah, that's what I can say for that question. 2. Do you have any pictures of yourself from when you were younger? If you do, show them. I do have pictures from when I'm younger, but they're actually, like, my mum has them. I don't actually have a lot of pictures when I was younger. I didn't, typical sub-story, but I didn't have the greatest childhood, but I'll get to that a bit later down in the comment section below. Question 3. What TV shows did you grow up watching? Well, what TV shows didn't kids in Australia in the 90s grow up watching? I grew up watching Blue Heelers, Home and Away, cartoon-wise, like The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, TV series, Sailor Moon series. I was a big Moony fan. Pokemon, you know, those kind of fun comic-y type things I had on the telly back in the day. Yes, so I mean there was plenty more. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, all those type of things. All Saints was a good one. All Saints was fantastic. I think they don't do it anymore. Those are like All Saints, Blue Heelers, and they're like little Australian TV shows. For a random fact for my non-Australian viewers. And question 5. Show a video of yourself when you were younger. We didn't actually have videos. Like, my family weren't huge on videos. Pictures, yes. Videos, no. So I don't have anything to show you guys. Sorry. 6. What were your favourite toys to play with? I was a Barbie girl. Loved Barbies. Used to make little houses for them out of shoe boxes. You know, those kind of things. Yeah, I was that kid. 7. What is the most embarrassing thing you can remember doing? I was a bit of a nerd. Well, I mean, I was a nerd. I wasn't a bit of a nerd. I was a nerd. I used to be the kid who used to be at recess and lunchtime, reading in a corner, eating the sandwich, and those kind of things. I wasn't. Yeah, I was embarrassed. I used to do lots of embarrassing things as a kid. Can't really pinpoint one singular moment in my life. We'll go back to a high school day. When I was at high school, I tripped up the stairs in front of my entire class. Who trips upstairs? It was like 3 stairs, and I ended up flat on my face, and I just sort of laid there for a minute. Actually, even a better story. I was in physics class. I was like in year 10, and I was like, yeah, we'll go learn. We'll learn about Newton's laws of inertia and all that kind of fun stuff. See, I'm smart. And we went to a skate bar, which was just next door to my high school, literally just right there. And we were going to learn about, the laws of movement and physics and all that stuff by using a skateboard as an example. And literally my friends were on the skateboard. The dip was like this deep. Like, it literally was like a lip. You went down and you went up. It was like this. Like, that's how deep it was, literally. And I was like, yeah, I can get on this skateboard. I can skate. I've said this before. I had the grace of a newborn giraffe, and I got on this skateboard. All the other classmates were like listening to the teacher, looking away. So I was like, I'll be safe to do this. I did it, and I literally didn't even get off the thing, and I fell. Like, the skateboard went out from under me. I didn't move. The skateboard moved, and I landed on my back, and I was in so much agony. But I quickly jumped up, and I was like, oh my god, I hope no one saw that. But people saw it. Someone, the very kind person who, you know who you are, yells out, are you alright? And everyone knew. I got called things like Bam Majera, told I should join Jackass, and things like that for the longest time, and the dog's snoring. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, that was probably one of my most embarrassing stories of high school. Now I've just shared that with the world. Number 8. Read something you wrote when you were in kindergarten. Oh, geez, I don't live at home. I don't actually have any of this type of stuff. I'm sure I would have written something. I know one time I accidentally wrote the bad S word instead of shirt. I missed the R. So you can work that out for yourself. Take the R out of shirt. I wrote that in something like, I wore a insert word here. And it was awkward. It was a little bit of an awkward conversation with my parents that day. 3 songs you loved to listen to as a child. I grew up listening to Johnny Cash and Elvis, to be honest with you. I remember being a kid absolutely loving You're the Devil in Disguise, Walk the Line, and Folsom Prison Blues. I just remember my dad used to play a lot of those mute songs, so I remember those. And obviously the typical Disney songs as well as a kid. Anything by The Little Mermaid or Aladdin, I was singing away. Number 10. What was one funny thing you dressed up for as Halloween when you were younger? In Australia, Halloween is really not a big thing. But I do remember one year, I think my mum felt really sorry for me and the rest of the town kids. She organised like a mini Halloween thing. I grew up in a very small town, so the local pub had like a little back room which they let us decorate and things, and we had like little drinks and, you know, little coloured jelly drinks and things, like jelly drink things and stuff. And I dressed up as a witch. My sister was like a little skeleton, and that's like the only time I ever dressed up for Halloween. Funny story of something you remember happening when you were a child. Oh, I actually have quite a lot of funny memories just because my family are idiots. Like, we are just a bunch of bogans. I just remember my sister one day really annoyed my mum about something she said, and my mum's just said, oh, you know, if you keep being cheeky you get a smack or something like that. And my sister turned around and said, well, you're too fat to catch me. And it was the funniest thing watching my mum try and catch my sister. She actually didn't catch my sister. She was that unfit she couldn't catch my sister. It was actually kind of funny. Looking back now, it's probably not so... Well, actually, it's still funny. But at the time, it was hilarious. 13. What was something weird you used to do as a child? I was like a little hoarder kid. Like, I would get given something and I'd be like, oh, I can't use it. Or special occasion use. Like, what kid saves crayons? Like, I was literally cleaning out my old childhood bedroom the other day, and I found hidden away in like the back of my wardrobe was this box of crayons my brother bought for me. It was a really nice stack. It was like one of those like 72 stacks, and it was all tiered and had a little pencil sharpener built, and it was an amazing crayon thing. And I was like, I never use it because I was like, it's special occasions only. What the hell? What kind of kid saves things for special occasions? Like, really? Weird kid. I told you. Weird kid. 14. What was the scariest thing you remember happening to you as a child? As a kid, I've mentioned this before, I believe, in other things. I was bullied, something terrible. That's why my childhood was a bit sad. Like, I didn't have any friends growing up as a kid, except for my sister. But we, you know, sisters fight. But I didn't have any friends. And one day we're at the local swimming pool, which I grew up, like I said, small town. It's just a very small pool, and one of the bullies in my town was in the pool as well, and she actually held me under the water, and I actually blacked out under the water. She held me under for that long and wouldn't let me up, and when it was actually people actually realised what was happening, I actually was blue. It was a very near-death experience. It was terrible, and you know, as well as being bullied, like being bullied every day for being a child is like, kids are cruel. I got bullied because I was overweight and, you know, those kind of things. It was terrible, but nearly the attempted drowning was probably like up there. Like I said, I was blue, and like I had to go and stay at our local nurse's station hospital thing for like 4 hours to make sure I was okay. And it was scary. I was like 7 at the time. It was not nice. So, you know, bullying affects people. Don't do it. Just don't. It's, yeah. Question 15. How is the world now different from what it was like when you were a child? I like this question. Like I said, as a child, I was really, really bullied, and my biggest fear was that I would grow up and sort of become that it would never end, that I would always be picked on no matter what I did, I wouldn't have any real friends, those type of things. But when I got to high school, I moved away for boarding school, and I became friends with the most amazing group of people, and we're still friends to this day, and I've been friends since we were 12. And, you know, over the years I've made more friends, and they've just built my confidence up, and I'm just a lot more out there, a lot more in your face kind of thing, which is fantastic. As a child, I was really reserved, so the world's bigger, it's brighter, it's rainbow and glitter sprinkled. It's a life. That's all I can say. It's the kind of life that people want. You know, you want to be able to ring someone up at 3 o'clock in the morning and say, what are you doing? Just have the person answer the phone and just start talking to you like it was 8 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes, so, and if I didn't change, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. So, yay! Yeah, so this is the 15 throwback questions. Like I said, there was a couple I couldn't really do simply because I don't have the right things for it. But I tag all of you guys. As always, the links to all my social media will be down here below. Feel free to share this tag out. It'd be fantastic to get everyone's experiences and things. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys. Mwah.